turn this into this. Let's get started. The first thing you might be thinking is, how do you do this? And I'm going to show you. But first, let's look at the trees themselves, the separate trees. As you can see, we have the trees. All you're really doing is just taking out the metal rods. Metal rods and Lego. Give me a couple minutes to think about that. Okay, the rods, the beams. I don't know why I said metal rods. The beams, the Lego plastic beams, out of the trees, so that you can take them apart and then put them like this. The trees are just the same way as you build them in the set. They're just the bottoms are out. Now, what you're gonna need are simple. Seriously, this is all you need. 2 pieces. And I'm not kidding, just 2 simple pieces. You don't even need, well, do you need to use pins? Strong, you have to use the ones with pinholes because there's a pin here. And if you don't have one, you just remove the pin, the tree kind of becomes unstable. It still stay together, but it just won't be as secure. Okay, so how do you, of course, do that? Well, first, you're going to have to take the set apart. I've already done this off camera, which I was doing this off camera in the beginning. And then when I realized it was possible, I was like, why don't I make a video? So I did. So that's where we are today. But first, you do want to take the set apart, and it's really simple. Just take off these pieces. These are all over the set. Just take these off. These just hold the 2 layers of the house together, and then do that. Now the trees are gonna, and the trees, what are the trees though? Aren't they like attached to the house? They are, through these ball joints. So just take the trees off, and these parts here off. And that should be good. But of course, how do you get the individual trees? Well, first what you want to do is remove this piece here. This piece here. This is a side plate. You want to remove that. Sorry for the lighting here. Let me get on this side. No, that makes it worse. Hold on just a minute. Sorry if the lighting's weird. I'm trying to work on this. I'm trying to figure out my lighting. It's a bit interesting. For certain mocks, it looks good. For other mocks, it doesn't. So once you take off that pin, take off the plate. What you want to do is, let's see, I'm trying to remember now. What do? Oh yeah, you take out the pins. I guess you're gonna need a third part. You're gonna need like this rod or something to take out the pins. You want to take out the bottom pins here. Well, the bottom. You want to take out these pins here, the pin there, and then there's a pin here, right here. Take those out, and then there's another set of pins right here. You want to take these out as well. This one. And this one. Now this one will be tricky because it's got that plastic piece there. But if you want to take it off, go ahead. I didn't, as you can see. So what you do next is requires you to debuild some of the tree. So first what you want to do is go here and you want to grab this. Try not to break off too much of this. But just take off a little bit there, like so. That reveals the rod. Sorry, I keep calling it a rod. It shows off the beam that you're about to remove. Same thing to the other side. Do that. This time I took off a lot more. I really don't recommend it because there'll be more putting back on. Next, you want to grab the side here and use it. Sorry, I got a lot on my mind, and I'm trying to make this video quick. So yeah, take this off. You don't want to take off the entire plate. You just want to remove some of this, like so, just enough here. Hold on, I'm trying to think here because I can't remember how I did this. Okay, you want to grab this, then you want to do the same thing to the other side, but you don't want to take the whole tree apart. So you want to open it like this, just enough to do that. Next, you want to take off this. Actually, I think it would be better. Take off this bottom piece here of the tree, the brown tree, and there you go. You have the bottom half. Same thing. You want to do the same thing to the other side here. You also want to remove this middle piece. This actually is going to remove that for you. So yeah, actually, yeah. So if you take this off, it should take this piece off, this part. It's okay if it doesn't, it just means it will work. And you do the same thing to this, And there you go. You now have the 2 separate trees you need. As well, rod, whatever this is. And there you go. Just remove one part, and then you're done. Well, not entirely done yet, because we actually have to rebuild the trees. Like I said, you want to use these rods. Now, why don't you use 2 of the same color, you might be thinking. I'm trying to remember why I didn't. Sorry, not two of the same color, two of the same kind. Because I have a 1x2 and then a 1x4. Honestly, I don't know. I can't honestly remember why. But, yeah. So first, you want to use the black tree. I call it the black tree. You just want to open this up and stick this in there. There you go. Then stick back on the missing pieces like so. All of them. This goes here. Like so. Sorry, like that. You add this back on, then you grab this, stick it here. Okay, so there you go. You add the two halves to the tree. I'll make sure you don't put this on backwards. I did, so I was having some problems with that. Now, what about this middle piece? Well, you don't actually have to. You actually have to take off more than one piece. You actually have to take off 5 pieces. Well, 3, 6, 8 pieces, and you take 8, 4 from each. So what you want to do here is just simply remove these bottom pieces. Oops. Make sure you don't drop any, like I just did that I can't find now. Give me about 10 minutes. Yoo-hoo, Mr. Ball-Joint. Yoo-hoo, Mr. Ball-Joint. I need you. Take off the bottom piece. Take those off. Then grab your tree, and then you want to go over and add these ball pieces on this side, the opposite of the sign, or this one has the signs. That's what I'm saying. I said that. So do that, and then add these bottom pieces here, like so. So yeah, and there you go. It should look something like this. Now, it is going to be a little loose. That's because we didn't add the pins yet. I just dropped the tree. Give me a minute. In all honesty, this is not as hard as I'm making it look like. It is really simple and super easy, and I am surprised that it is this easy. I'm just making it look harder than it is. So yeah. Now the pins. I recommend sticking the pins on this side because I'm not sure which side the pins were going into. It doesn't really matter. You want to make sure that you stick the pins in the flat side facing this way, because that way you don't have like the cross there, or the X facing towards the outside of the mock. Oops. Hold on. Okay, I made a mistake here. Sorry about this. Okay, so you want to grab the rod and you want to stick it one stud out. That way you can stick the pinhole. You stick in this pin here. You want to make sure it goes in the hole. So yeah. So here you go. You add in the pin. There you go. You add the pins in. Make sure the rod's one out. That piece is the gray pin. The gray beams one out. And then you place this on like so. And there you go. You've got the one tree. Now, for the other side, it is the exact same thing. Except all you do is you just do this. Place this in like so. Grab this. Hold on. Nope, I was wrong. Oh, so this side goes in like so, like that. You grab this. Stick it like so, right in there. You grab the pins. Stick them in the hole. Grab the pin there. Stick it in that hole. Stick it like right in there. Grab the other pin, which is right here. You stick it in this hole, and there you go. You've got yourself a tree. That though, so yeah, the yellow one in this tree here goes in like so. I'm not sure why I had them that short. Why is it like that? Like I put the 1x4 in this one and the 1x2 in this one. I'm not sure, but I recommend it for some reason. I don't know why, but I didn't question it. And there you go. Now you also want to take off. There's actually 2 more parts you need to add to this one. Take these parts here that you take from the middle of the tree, the middle part. Take this, and then you attach them like so. Like so. Like that. And there you go. You've got yourself the 2 trees of the Stranger Things. And I've already done the other 2 trees, so that's the 4 of them. So yeah, that's really cool. Let's look at the mock. Let's look at my set with the 4 trees like that. The final step for building this idea I have, calling it that, is you have to remove these 2 pieces from both sides of the house. This rock piece here, because it's a rock, and this 1x1 cheese cut piece. That will allow you to attach the tree like so. Like so. There you go. And then you add the rocks back, the rock here, this big piece to add the rock, and then this 1x cut piece there. You have to do that to all 4 of the trees on both houses. So let me do that. And there we go. We have it. The completed Stranger Things. I don't know what to call this. My version of the Stranger Things sets. I think this looks really... I don't know what to call this. I really don't know what to call this. This is actually really cool because you have 2 separate buildings. One like one in the living room and one in your room. Probably this one in your room and that one in the house. This is really cool. I'm gonna keep both of them on my bookshelf. Really awesome. I love this very much. It looks fantastic. Two separate houses. It looks so cool. It looks really cool. That's all I can say. I actually do recommend putting these on the outside, like the wanted posters. That way you can see them. There's one reason why I did this. How I had my set arranged didn't really let you see like the interior and all that. Having it like this, I can see a lot more of the interior. Now, exactly what parts you should have left? Well, the parts you should have left are as followed. These two side pieces going onto one of the trees. When you build the trees, they're both one tree. Now they're four separate trees. So yeah, you have these as leftover. You have all of these. These are the parts to keep the house together. You have about 4 of them with the leaves on them, like so. 4 of them, like that. And then you have another 4 plain ones. Then you have 2 rods, like so. 2 beams, 2 rods, like this. 1x4, 2 1x4s, like this. And then you have 4 of these cut pieces, like so. And that's pretty much it. And yeah, and you only need 4 pieces, 1 for each tree. I'm not sure why I used the short 1x2s. I don't know why, I just decided to do that. I recommend doing it because it works. But yeah, there are other ways to do this. I'm sure of it. But this is how Abrix makes it. Bye. Please like the video. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next time on Abrix.